Okay, so previous lecture we discussed about the highway alignment survey. In that we discussed the first survey, that is nothing but the reconnaissance survey. Okay, so highway alignment survey is nothing but simply the survey which required for the fixing of highway alignment. Okay, so different types of survey we require for the fixing the alignment. So what are that? The first one is reconnaissance survey. Next one is preliminary survey. Next, determination of central line. Next, final location survey. Then traffic survey. Then soil and material survey. Next, drainage survey. And finally, preparation and presentation of project document. Okay. So in that, in previous slide, we discussed about the reconnaissance survey. So all you know that what is the main objective of reconnaissance survey? So the main objective of reconnaissance survey, it is nothing but to obtain or to examine the general characteristics of that area for the purpose of investigation. Okay, what is the main objective of reconnaissance survey? The main objective of reconnaissance survey is to examine or to find out the characteristics or character of that area for the detailed investigation. Okay, and for that we require to study topographical survey sheets, geological sheets, meteorological maps, and photographs. Okay. So in preliminary survey, in reconnaissance survey, we select the number of alignments, and after that we consider the various points. Next, we consider the ground reconnaissance. Okay, so what is ground reconnaissance? In that, we collect the different data, that is topographical data, length of the route, then existing means, then terrain, then geology of that area, climatic condition, the facility available, population that is served, proposed crossing, that is rail lines and highways, and position of ancient monuments. Okay, so this about the reconnaissance survey which is carried out for the highway alignment survey. Okay. So in this topic today we're going to discuss about the next survey, that is preliminary survey. Okay, so it is the preliminary survey. Okay, so the first, in reconnaissance survey we already cover the various points. So what is that? First, the topography of the area. That means we have to find out what is the nature of that topography. Either it is plain terrain, either it is rolling, or either it is steep. Okay, that is what the data should be collected for the topography of the area. Okay, next, length of the route. So we have to find the length of the route along various alternatives. Third is what is the terrain. So the terrain, then soil condition, gradient and curves. Okay. Also we have to find the existing means of communication between the destination. Next, the geology of that area, nature of hill slope. Okay, so in that we have to find out the geological data of that area. What is the nature of that hilly slope? What is the magnitude of that road lane? Okay, either there is rocky stretches, steep terrain, desert areas. Okay, soil, poor soil drainage areas. Okay, snow drifts, flooding. That all data should be collected in geologically. Okay, or geological survey. So that is what the geological of that area. In that we have to find out the nature of that area. Either it is snow drift, either it is flooding, either it is rocky stretches, or either it is steep terrain, desert area, or poor soil drainage area. So this data we have to collect in geology of that area. Okay. Next, climatic conditions. Okay, so in climatic condition we are going to check for the temperature. So what is the maximum temperature and minimum temperature in that area, particular area? What is the average annual rainfall? What is the peak intensity? What is the monthly distribution of rainfall? That we are going to cover the data of that. Okay, again we are going to study about the wind direction, velocities, and fog condition. Again, water table. So these all climatic conditions or climatic details data should be collected in reconnaissance survey. Next one is the resources available. Okay, what are the facilities available in that area? Either labors are available, okay, that should be collected. Local contractor are available or not, water available or not, construction material will be available or not. So these all resources, it may be the contractor, it may be the labor, it may be water, it may be construction material. Okay, so these all resources availability that should be also checked in recognizes survey. Okay, so these are the various data collected in recognizing survey. Okay, so in this recognizing survey we are going to use the different equipments for the surveying purpose. Okay, so in that the first one is the compass. So what is the use of compass? So compass is used to measure the angle. Okay, next one is Abney level. This Abney level is also used to measure the angle of inclination of a line. Next, we are going to use pedometer. Pedometer, it is nothing but measuring or recording the number of steps taken in walking. Next, clinometer. Clinometer is also used to measure the angle of inclination or elevation. Okay, so these are the various equipments that we required for the recognizing survey. Okay, so based on the information collected during the recognizing survey, we have to prepare a report, or a report should be prepared, and the information collected should be marked on the map. Okay, so this is about the recognizing survey. So after that, also we have to collect the data from the recognizing surveys: the valley, ponds, lakes, marshy land, hill, permanent structure, and other obstruction also. Next, what is the value of gradient? What is the length of gradient? What is the radius of curve? Okay. Okay, what is the number and type of cross drainage structure? How much the high flood level? What is the soil characteristics? What is the geological features? So these all data shall be collected and prepare a report. Also the construction material and water sources. Okay. So these all data shall be collected in recognizing survey. Okay. So next is the preliminary survey. So preliminary survey, it is next to the recognizing survey. Okay. So this preliminary survey is the important survey, and it is a large scale instrument survey conducted for the purpose of collecting all the physical information which has a bearing on the proposed location of a new highway. Okay. So what is that? Preliminary survey, or what is the main objective? It is an important survey, and this large scale instrument survey which is conducted to collect the physical information of that particular highway location. Okay. So during this phase of survey, topographic features and other features like houses, monuments, place of worship, burial ground, utility line, etc. are tied to the traverse line. Okay, so you can see here, to survey the various alternatives alignment proposed after the reconnaissance, and to collect all necessary physical information and detail of topography, drainage and soil, to compare the different proposal in view of the requirements of good alignment, and to estimate the quantity of earthwork materials and other construction aspect, and to work out the cost of alternate proposal. Okay, so longitudinal section throughout alignment and cross section at regular intervals are taken and benchmark established. Okay, so now this preliminary survey which include the road survey. So you already know about the road survey. That's what the project we have done already in second year surveying. Okay, so in that same, whatever we fixing the alignment, and we're going to take the measurements and angle. Okay, so similarly here we're going to fixing the alignment for the highways. Okay, so longitudinal section throughout the alignment and the cross section at regular intervals are taken and a benchmark established. Okay, the data collected at this stage will form at the basis for the determination of final center line of the road. Okay, so whatever that data we collected in preliminary survey, which is basis, on that basis we are going to fix the final center line of road. So this survey, this preliminary survey, it required higher degree of accuracy. Okay, because of why? Because according to the data of preliminary survey, we have to final the central line of road. Okay, so it requires high degree of accuracy. Next, What are the methods of preliminary survey? Conventional, rapid and modern. Conventional, that is the various field equipment you can use for collecting topographical and other soil data, soil survey. A rapid approach, that is you can use aerial photography method. You can obtain aerial photograph and from that also you can collect the data. And modern approach, that is nothing but the use of geological positioning system, that is GPS. You can use GPS and you can collect that geographical data of that area. Next, procedure of preliminary survey. Okay, so what is the procedure of preliminary survey? So first one is primary traverse, next topographical features, next leveling works, drainage study and hydrological data, then soil survey, material survey, traffic study. Okay, so what data should be collected in survey? So during the while running a traverse line, the following information should be collected. Okay, so what are that information? So first one is what is the character of that embankment foundation? Next, what is the construction problems? That is high level water storage, landslide, slope settlement. So these all data should be collected during the survey. Next, what is the maximum and minimum rainfall and highest subsoil water level? And next, nature of cut section, some trial pits or boreholes. So this data should be collected while running a traverse line. Next, what is the steps for the traverse survey? So these are the various steps which follow for the traverse survey. Okay. So the first one is running a traverse along the proposed alternative to the final center line of the road. Next, the travel should consist of a series of straight lines with their distance and intermediate angles measured very carefully. The travel should be done by with a theodolite and all angle measured with the double reversal meter. Next, the distance along the traverse line should be measured with metallic tape or chain or tachometer, and the directional changes in the alignment transit station should be marked by stakes. So these are the steps which follow in the traverse survey. So all you know about the road project survey, and similarly whatever that highway alignment survey, same as the road project. Okay, so whatever that data collected, on that we have to draw a map. It is based on the preliminary survey. Now maps are drawn, and from that maps the plan and longitudinal sections are preferred for the detailed study to determine the final central line of the road. So that means after reconnaissance survey, so after reconnaissance survey, I have to carried out the primary survey, and in that primary survey we are going to do the road project, and that is whatever we're going to fixing the central line. Okay, and with respect to that central line we're going to carry out the road project, okay, by using the theodolite. Okay, you can see here what is that the traverse survey. It is nothing but along the final central line of the road, travel should be consist of series of a straight line, and that traverse should be done by a theodolite method or theodolite equipment you can use, and whatever that method, that double reversible method you can use for the measurement of angle, and distance you can measure by chain or metallic tape. Okay, so according to this you can carry out the traverse survey, and on that basis of data traverse survey you can draw a map, and finally plans and longitudinal section are preferred for the detailed study to determine the final central line of the road. Okay. So next point, it is the determination of final central line in the design office. Okay, so that we will discuss in the next. Thank you.